I did.
Let's go.
Plus $100.
Let's
Oh,
go.
sick. That's one order.
Ooh.
Now it was a $30 order, which they screwed up enormously, and I got and I got $30 refunded, plus $100 extra. They then asked, okay, well since we've refunded you so much money, will you consider using our service again? And I was like, no.
I'll use the free money.
That was so bad. I actually had my Hungry Jack stolen by Menulog.
Yeah.
I didn't even order it through Menulog. I was in Hungry Jack's in the restaurant buying Hungry Jack's. And like waiting for my order, and there was this Menulog guy there just hanging out waiting for a Menulog order, and he was vaping in the restaurant, and they told him not to, and he gave him the finger.
Wow.
What a fucking absolute fucking specimen, dude.
He was waiting there for about 10 minutes for this order for him to pick up a Menulog order, and they went and presented my order. I called my order out, and I went up to pick it up. Before I could grab it, this guy just shoves me out of the way, grabs the bag, puts it in the bag, the empty bag for his order, and carries it off. Because he didn't give a crap about delivering the right food. He just wanted to deliver some food.
Wow.
Like my order was sold on Menulog, and I didn't even order from them. But
That's funny.
What did the Hungry Jack's employees do? Did they give you another order?
they were like, they yelled at him, and he sort of ran off. And they were like, I'm sorry, we'll make it again.
An absolute fuckwit, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, the worst part for the boys is that was absolutely not their fault.
Yeah, it wasn't their fault, and the chick at the counter said, "I'm sorry, this happens all the time."
Oh god.
Like,
Yeah, a lot of places fucking hate like Uber Eats and Menulog. And
oh
stuff
no,
like that.
oh no, like it happens all the time with Menulog, just Menulog. Every other one's fine, but
I mean-
Menulog.
There's a few places that apparently are really bad with Uber Eats because a lot of the delivery people feel like they're entitled to be at the front of the line.
Well, the issue is they're paid by the delivery, and if you have to wait in the restaurant for 30 minutes, you're only being paid like for that delivery. And like Menulog is like what, $6.50 per delivery, I think, on average. So it's
Yeah.
like, you're getting paid $13 an hour for standing in a restaurant. Like, yeah, I get why they're rushing it, but also do your damn job. Like, if you don't like it, get another job. Or in the case of Soul, get a job.
They have a job.
Get another one. Well, I am ready. Are we all good to go?
Yep.
Hmm.
Are you ready for
Mayhaps.
the shenanigans?
Are we ready to see Tarkin die?
I am immortal.
No, that's me.
Okay. Well, shall we? Are we going? We're live. Can we do the
Mhm.
thing?
Yeah.
Cool. That one. Cool. So last time, you guys, Scarlet and Tyken killed a lycanthropy. Then Rhea learned her new abilities. Archie relaxed after the mental battle. You all gathered, spoke with Eliza and the other leaders of the Order, discussed the plan for invading the Abyss, the Endless Maze. You rested, and Gordon gave a heroic speech, and you charged through the portal with 30 of the Order's best, including 3 of their commanders. Ariana, the psychic lady. Bran, tough-ass human man. And, of course, the shining light Gordon, who gave his speech.
Yeah.
You ran through and you found a small army of armored minotaurs, armored gnolls, deathlocks, and a particularly tough mofo right here. You broke through the front line. The order began to push along the sides, and as you broke through the front line of this Minotaur, who identified himself as Arekus, Arekus approached Tykan, calling him out, seemingly knowing Tykan by name, calling Tykan, Tykan the Unbroken.
Exactly. See, he knows.
Arekus was engulfed in radiant light, very similar to Tykan's. The source of which you're not sure. But with the enemies around you defeated, the Order doing their own thing on the sides, pushing forwards. Let's roll initiative.
Again.
Sorry.
Again.
Yeet. Get fucked, Tykan.
Ooh.
Hold on.
Oh, where are my dice? Hold on. There they are. Hello. Also, I hope you remember what spells you had going and stuff, because I don't remember.
I had Shield of Faith. That was about it.
Yeah,
Bless.
I think I
He
had.
Arekus has Shield of Faith too. Yes.
I had.
Yes.
Sickening Radiance should be.
Mirror image. There we go. That's
Yeah,
the one. I was-
Sickening Radiance is still up, but no one's in it currently.
Mhm.
Yes. And Arekus has
Yeah.
has Shield of Faith.
He has his ultimate ability. I wreck your shit.
Yeah. I didn't even realize the name sounded like Areka.
Areka's dysfunction.
Erectile dysfunction.
Cool. Six on him. And I'm gonna put in. You only have one NPC really,
Charlie?
Charlie. My usual rule of thumb: NPCs go on initiative tab. So, Fenrir, you've dispatched the last of the enemies in your hybrid form, and you can see this individual here about to face down Tykan. The orders on either side of you, they're sort of pushing forward. Basically, they have a shield wall, and they're pushing the Minotaurs and Gnolls back, and opening the shields, letting enemies fall through, closing the shields, and cutting down the enemies that fall through. And there's basically a trail of Minotaur and Gnoll bodies all the way back, where they're just slowly pushing forward methodically. They seem to have it under control, but Tykan's fighting this beast. What do you do?
I'll go this Minotaur down here.
Oh, that's a good point. Let's put him on enemy. I forgot about him. I'm sorry. Cool. That's fine. They are still going to go second to you. That's right. Yep. So this one here looks to be helping Arekus, as is this one down here. The rest of his bodyguard are scattered. And I will point out as well, at the very bottom of the map, there's a doorway, like an opening to the maze itself. Enemies are pouring out and going around this pedestal here to join the battle against the Order on either side. But they're steering well clear of this monster because they know not to get near him.
Can anybody tell me if I've used my Misty Step already? I can't remember.
I think you have, because you
Okay.
teleported. You teleported at a group of enemies that were here.
Okay. I'm going to dash action down here.
Okay. You run at this Minotaur.
I'm going to offhand claw attack. I'm gonna sprint and then just swipe.
Okay. That's the wrong stat sheet. That's the right one. That absolutely hits. And you're gonna smite him. Oof. You run at this Minotaur. This Minotaur is going to reaction shield. Cast magical shield up. Pushing his armor class to 22. So you still hit.
Thank fuck that.
And you hit. And he is injured pretty heavily. And Arekus's other spell that is on him fades, as that Minotaur had a spell on him. If you recall, that one cast protection from elements on Arekus,
Oh.
which was, I believe it was fire.
Yeah. Yes. No. Yes.
Yeah, it was fire. Yeah, I think it was fire.
That is my turn.
Oh no,
Wait a
it was.
minute.
It was thunder because someone cast a thunder spell on him. It was Archie. I
Question.
think.
Question.
Yes.
Because I'm at the top of the initiative order, does that
Yeah.
still counts as my turn? Correct.
That is your turn. Yes.
So I gain 10 hit points.
Yes.
Okay.
This Minotaur is badly wounded. That's your turn. Archie! I remind you, mini Archie is down. Yeah.
Archibald is going to do the one most powerful thing that he can do within 6 seconds.
Dip tea.
He's going to cast haste on Tarkin.
How much AC you got now? 26.
And then he's going to move behind this chandelier.
As you cast that spell, Archie, Arekus's gaze, the burning eyes looking your direction, locks eyes on you, and says, "There he is, Archibald the Destroyer."
Hello there. It's glorious that you know me.
What a name.
Now I'm going to ask you to sit politely.
Slaying you will be an honor.
Oh, flaying.
Slaying.
Oh, flaying.
Like-
That's not a
like-
new one.
Slaying.
Within all my years, I've only heard that. I can't even count anymore.
And
Huh.
and Archie, you have detect magic all the time.
Correct.
There is intense celestial power coming from this Minotaur, more so than you'd expect from an Asima. There are also some other auras going on around, just in general for the maze, but we'll get to that after the combat. Tykan, you are hasted.
Yay.
Trying to find you a good token for that. That one, that blue. That's your turn, Archie. Mini Archie, you want to move anywhere?
I did move. Oh, Mini Archie is
Yeah.
going to.
Yeah, if he wants to move, he can. He can freely do what he wants.
Hello, I'm right next to you. Let's get intimate. I'm sneaking around right now.
I am behind you.
Hello, I'm under the water. Ooh.
And Archie, you're next to this fire pit thing. You notice there's no actual fuel in the fire pit. It's just a gout of fire. Scarlet. You're standing in front of this Minotaur Sorcerer.
And I'm gonna smack him.
Yeah, smack him. Well, he's gonna shield.
Okay.
You still hit him as you smack him for 12 points of damage. He's hurt. That's also going to hit him for 14 as you slash through twice. This Minotaur is not as tanky as an all Minotaur because they're sorcerers. The third time, the shield does block it. And Siegfried's Oath Sword is also blocked by the shield.
Damn.
But this Minotaur is definitely on the back hoof, as it were, as he's sort of like desperately throwing his shield spell up to try to stop you. He does need to make 2 con saves, because I recall what spell he had going. This Minotaur has Flame Blade out. So he does need to be concentrating. He does pass the con saves to maintain concentration.
Oh, wait. It's not 20 hit?
20 does not, because he has the shield
Yeah.
up. His armor class is 22.
Oh.
Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Okay. I did forget one thing. Archie, with yours, you can see invisibility as well with your glasses.
Yep.
There are about 24 flying quasits, if you know what they are.
Mhm.
They're not fighting. They are sitting on the 100-foot high walls and are just observing.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you know. Just so you know they are there.
For a second there, I thought you said closet, and then I was like, oh wait, you mean quasit.
Yeah, quasits. Those little demon things.
Lost in the closet.
They are clearly just watching. None of them are fighting. Just so you know they're there. Tygan, you are standing in the burning aura of this Minotaur.
Don't worry, he's
You are-
standing in my aura
you
as
are
well. It's okay.
You are hasted.
Alright.
He is wearing brass and gold plate armor. He has a hoplite sort of circular shield, which is also clearly enchanted, considering it took Archie's Disintegrate with no damage.
Alright.
Okay. As you begin to attack, Arekus standing before you. As you begin to attack, Arekus is going to use a reaction. His
Okay.
armor flashes, and as his armor flashes, you see little plates of force appearing all over it like an extra layer of protection. For flavor, that's how it looks. In actuality, he uses his reaction to activate an effect on his armor to cast Shield.
Ooh.
28 to hit is a miss.
Spicy.
Oh. Very spicy.
As you hit, and it just your blade hits his armor and just grinds off, and there's sparks flying, which add to all the sparkles of radiant energy. The next 2 strikes, unfortunately, do not hit. Arekus looks down at you, Tyken, and says, "A good strike, but you need more discipline." I expected better from the Tyken the Unbroken.
You're getting warmed up.
As am I, and he smiles.
And this is the part where I end my turn and we both take 5 damage.
Mm.
And we both have to make con saves to maintain our stuff.
Yep. You take 5, he takes 5 as well. Because it's 10 total, right? So it's, yeah.
11 total, but
11
I
total is
do
up
believe
to
it's
5,
half
yeah.
rounded down.
He does succeed on his con save. And he is burned slightly. it is Charlie's turn. Charlie looks at you, Archie, who I presume you're hiding behind that fire pit.
What was that? Sorry.
You're hiding behind the fire pit.
I'm not hiding, I'm sort of just like taking the cover that I can, pretty much.
Charlie says, "I will provide cover for you," as he steps over here. And I'm going to draw, and it's going to be in a dark blue. Can I draw a line? Yeah. There you go. Charlie turns and points a hand, and you watch as parts of the arm unfold, and a force projector summons a 3 foot tall, 15 feet wide wall of force. To provide you with some better cover. Charlie then sits behind it to get some half cover. That is Charlie's turn. It is Arekus' turn. Arekus looks about and sees Thanraya, and he sees Scarlet, and he looks at Archie, and then he looks down on you, Tyken, and he is going to swing. First, he is going to headbutt you, Tyken.
Alright.
And he's going to reckless attack. He's going to reckless attack for a 27 to hit.
That'll hit.
That'll hit. As he headbutts you with his horns for a total of 17 points of damage. As he headbutts you, and the force is enough to knock you back 2 or 3 feet, and before you can even recover, he brings in his spear, and he's going to attack twice with his spear. Again, recklessing. And these are very well trained strikes. However, the first one is only a 22 to hit on the first one.
That's a miss.
And the second strike comes through. Oh, that's a lot better. That's a 30 to hit.
That's also a miss, right?
Is it?
I'm gonna say yes, but it's actually no.
It's 14, 20 points of damage with the spear. And as he hits, he is going to burn one of those spell slots.
How many from the spear?
20 from the spear.
Alright.
So that's 13, 20, 26 points of radiant as he pumps a 3rd level Divine Smite into it. And of course that'll be hard for you.
Alright. So 20 for the spear. And what was the radiant?
20, 24, I think.
Alright.
12.
So
It'd be 12, yeah. As Arekus starts smacking you with his spear, and these are solid ass hits. And at the end of his turn, you, Tyken, and Arekus take. I'm gonna halve it for you already. Ooh, is that a failed in the con save?
Oh no, let's still get the +6.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Yep, you're fine. You take Tyken. It is already halved for you. 8 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
As he smacks you. Well, that's just the aura. That's Arekus' turn. Tyken is looking hurt from a brief volley. The Minotaur Sorcerers. This one's going to turn to you, Scarlet.
Mm-hmm.
With a flame blade. So he needs to make a spell attack. Oh, God damn it. The rolls don't work for Flame Blade. That's really annoying. It swings its Flame Blade, Scarlet, and unfortunately, I don't think that's going to hit you.
Probably not. What is it?
It's a 7 on the dice. I don't think it's going to hit your AC.
Oh yeah, no.
I'd need to work out its to hit modifier for that because it didn't calculate it for me because it's silly. This one over here is going to do the same. It summons a Flame Blade in its hand, casting a spell slot, and swings it at you, Thanra. That will be a 12 plus stuff. It does have a more than a +6 based on its efficiencies and things, so that is going to hit. For 9 points of fire damage.
That's fine. As long as they deal under 10, I'm net profiting.
Yep. That is their turn. The rest of the Minotaurs are fighting and going on. Thanra.
Okay, I gain 10 hit points. Which means I gain 1 hit point. I will swing at this guy. Swing.
Okay. He is desperately trying to fight back, but you are definitely overpowering him.
20?
20. He will burn another spell slot to shield. He doesn't want to die.
Now, is shield for one attack or the entire thing?
It's the entire turn.
Okay. Oh.
As you swing, and he desperately just shields, and you start flaming against it. A 22 does hit.
Nice. I nick his cheek, I guess. Oh, also, he started his turn. He took 5 lightning damage.
He did indeed. You can't do anything about that. Hey! As he throws the shield up, and your claws just scratch across it, but you just sort of nick him on the cheek, but that's enough to make him drop concentration on Flame Blade.
Oh shit!
Natural 3.
That's my turn.
That's your turn. This Minotaur is nearly dead. You are very clearly stronger than him. Archie. 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 Thanks.
Yo,
Your turn.
it is my turn. I'm thinking. I'm going to drop Sickening Radiance. That's something that I'm going to do.
Yep. Oh, that would have dropped the moment you cast haste anyway.
Yeah, that's also true. I'll move up behind the force shield.
Yep. It is a convenient chest-high wall.
Do 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 do. I forget what this does. Do 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 do. 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 I'm gonna cast a cantrip at this thing.
This Minotaur down here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Gong.
Gong? You cast
Gong. Gong.
Oh, sorry. It didn't update. It was something there. Cool. As you toll the dead, and this gong rings out over the roar of battle, and Scarlet, The Minotaur you're fighting. This gong seems to affect it somehow,
Gong.
and it suddenly
Did
collapses.
did it take damage from my spirit guardians?
It would have, yes.
Gong.
Did you do that damage first? See if it died.
Oh, yeah. Get you to roll it and see if it dies.
I did.
Otherwise,
roll it.
you did. I don't.
DC 16 for 12 damage.
It failed to save, took the 12, which didn't kill it, but then Archie's gong did.
Got it.
So it's burning from your blue light, and then just this gong, and suddenly it collapses.
Sweet.
Take your turn, Archie. Yeah. Believe that's Archie's turn? Question mark? I assume it is. Scarlet.
Yeah, that's my turn. Yeah.
Yes.
Archie kills a Minotaur with a gong.
Gong.
A magic missile to mage, even though it'll probably shield it.
It already shielded on its turn. When does shield end? Is it on the end of?
Isn't it?
At the start of the turn.
It's until the start of your next turn, so you would know that.
Oh,
Scarlet.
okay.
It still has a shield up until the start of its turn. So would you want to do that, or do you want to do something else?
I'll move up. I'll dodge.
Okay, move up and dodge. The enemies, by the way, are running out just here, but they're sort of like going around you guys to join the main battle. It seems Arekus has plans for all of you, it seems. So the enemies running past here are looking at you, but they're just running past to get to the order. Hyken,
Yes.
this guy's a challenge.
Yes, he is. But we like challenges here.
As you start your turn, Tyken, Arekus does say to you, just for flavor, show me what you have. I was made in your image, Tyken the Unbroken.
Ooh. That's kind of
Explains the
flattering.
Tiny eyes.
I will oblige him.
Okay. He did reckless on his turn, so you have advantage.
God, hit him for 1,000 target. No.
He is going to activate his shield at the start as you start swinging as well. He's trying to test you for everything you have.
Where's my other attack? There it is.
There it is. There it is. Tyken, guess what?
Huh?
A 30 misses
Huh?
because
Oh,
of the
wait,
shield.
wait.
Because of the shield. And he's spent 2 of his shield charges.
Man.
I will mention that he can't do that forever.
Dude's got AC for days.
Tyken,
Right.
as you swing at him, but you can't get through his defenses. And it's more than just defense, it's a conviction in his beliefs and abilities. A conviction that you can't help but respect.
Yep.
And you guys watch as Tyken is unable to land a hit on this guy.
A 30 doesn't hit.
No, because he activated his armor as a reaction and cast shield.
yeah.
But Archie, you can see with your detect magic. Tyken can't. Archie can see there are magical runes on the armor that are flashing when the shield is activated. There's only one left.
Mhm.
So it's definitely not an all-day ability. This is definitely a you get it's a 3 per day
Yeah.
armor spell thing. You take your turn, Tyken, as you're swinging
Yes.
at this guy and unable to land a blow. As you're unable to land blows, Tyken, Arekus says to you, "I am the wall of of Baphomet's might."
I am the weapon of Helm.
Then we will see which is strongest, he says.
And that's my turn.
It's your turn. Yeah. Charlie is next to you, Archie, behind the chest-high wall. Charlie is going to Charlie actually steps up here. Actually, no, he'll remain by the wall because he's within 30 feet of Tyken there. He is. Cool. Archie, you notice Charlie sits next to you, but he's focused on Tyken. And you hear whirring coming from within Charlie's armor. Is Charlie preparing to do something? It's Arekus' turn. Arekus will once again reckless. As Arekus says, Arekus says, "Your legend, Tyken the Unbroken, came to its ultimate climax at Luskan Bridge. This is my Luskan Bridge. The moment where I ascend into legend," as he's gonna start swinging at you.
Ooh.
He's gonna reckless, so you will have advantage on your turn. It's a 28 to hit you. For 16 points of damage. As he just hits you with that's his horns, and then he's going to swing his spear twice. The first one is going to be a 25 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Is that going to hit you? Is that a hit or no?
Yeah, I thought I said that.
Cool.
My bad.
Sorry. I wasn't sure if the shield is on your armor class on your token. Cool. Hits you for 18. The shield hits you for 24 points of damage, but as this shield strike comes in, it doesn't hurt as much as you would have expected, Tyken. You take 12 points of damage. As Charlie takes 12.
Wow.
As Charlie is using his Transfer Suffering ability as a reaction.
You stay, I go.
As basically the spear hits and a momentary portal appears and part of the damage is transferred through to Charlie. Arekus is going to growl and I've already attacked with the spear twice, haven't I? I have. Yeah?
I don't know.
You took the gore attack?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, sorry, there is one more spear to come. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm a derp, don't mind me. I mean, souls it up. Souls it up.
Yeah.
That is a natural 19 plus a lot to hit, so that's definitely going to hit you. Not a lot of damage though. 12, 18 points of damage on that one.
Right.
And he will pump his last 3rd level spell slot into you for a Divine Smite. So it's 18 physical. Have you got that?
Mm-hmm.
Some 11 plus that is 18 plus that is 22 points of radiant, so half to 11. And at the end of Arekus's turn, as it is now at the end of his turn, Tarkan, you take already half for you to make it simple, 8 points of radiant damage, and Arekus takes that as well. And Arekus maintains concentration on his Shield of Faith. That was a close one, actually.
Okay, same.
So for flavor, he's hitting you as hard as he can, and you guys watch as Tycan is being beaten.
Can't say I didn't see that coming. The guy with the revive spell on the diamonds is getting fucked up.
Yep. It's the M&E's turn. Very simple. This guy here is going to desperately... Actually, no. He's a coward. He's going to disengage and begin to flee.
No, he's not. Rawr. Shit.
So, he was here. He's going to turn and run 30 feet. That's his turn.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Sentinel. Oh, I believe.
I
Fenrir
missed.
is. Oh.
Yeah, Thenray missed. It gets to here. It's lost its flame blade because of the 3 on its con save. And it's just running. It doesn't want to, like, this is terrifying right here. Thenray is healing faster than it can hurt it. Than he can hurt her. He's running. Thenray.
I gain 10 hit points. On a scale of 1 to 10, how dead does he look?
This guy?
Yeah.
Oh, he's on his last legs. He's limping as he runs.
I sigh.
You would know this from your past, and Archie would also know this from your past. They share the same traits as devils from the Hells. If they die in the material plane, they just reform in the Abyss. If they die in the Abyss, they're done.
Oh, so that's why he's scared.
Yeah.
That makes a lot more sense.
Hmm.
I just raise my hand and fucking lightning bolt.
Okay. Even if he succeeded the save, he's dead. He's running at this guy?
Yeah.
As he's running and suddenly you like raise your hand and point, and a blast of lightning just turns this Minotaur sorcerer to dust. He is gone.
So sad.
As are the enemies, they're gone.
I will then use my bonus action to curse the big boy.
Okay. From all the glowing radiant light, there's a little crackle of lightning that surrounds him. He is now cursed. Let me put a... Which one would be good for a... That one. There we are.
How far away is he from me?
I guess I like this base here, you'll be in base contact.
I'm gonna
he's
go
likely.
here.
Yep.
Because I don't want to be in his. I don't want to take damage for no reason. So-
Okay.
Actually, hold on. Sorry. How much HP was that dude on?
He was on 8 hit points.
Oh, fuck, dude. Because he took 5 from the lightning.
Yeah.
So he would have been on 3.
Yep.
Talk about overkill. Fuck.
Oh, there's no kill quite like overkill.
True. I will end my turn here.
Okay, as you run up there, Arekus looks back at you. Well, beating Tycan to the ground.
I just cross my arms and look at him.
There's... You are the mighty Thanraya the Slayer. Killer of Arkan the Cruel.
Prize Pikachu face. Nobody ever knows who I am.
Looks back towards Scarlet. Scarlet the Undefeated. All of you. I wish to test my strength that Baphomet has granted me. Tycan the Unbroken is clearly too weak for the strength that has been given to me. All of you come at me. He says, all of you come at me. This is where my legend will be created.
Come, sense your stimulate.
Archie.
I mean, the guy who initiated the one broke it, so you know it's up to everybody else what they want to do.
Well, he's clearly pushed you to the brink. He can see.
Well,
that.
I mean, he can see that, but don't worry, I had a plan B. But you know, if he wants to die on this hill, he can. I won't stop him.
And it's odd for you, Tycan, because this is a Minotaur fighting with something beyond what you know no Minotaurs usually have. This is some sense of seeking glory. It's very Aasimar of him.
I can respect.
Archie, what do? You've heard the call out. Irekus has called you all to take him. Mini Archie flying around him.
He's in armor, right?
He is in heavy brass and gold enchanted plate mail.
Cool. I'm gonna lock it.
Ooh.
I'm gonna lock his armor with Arcane Lock. So don't move. I'm gonna lock it completely.
Ooh.
I cast Arcane Lock.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast it because I'm trying to do like lock his whole thing. I'm going to cast it at a higher level, even though it doesn't really as an aesthetic thing.
As an aesthetic thing, cool.
I'm gonna cast it at level 4, so I'm gonna try and completely lock up his armor in the state of making his like combat prowess shaken, pretty much. He's not used to it.
Okay. As the armor plates lock down, what's the DC, by the way, for breaking out of an arcane lock at that level? Just so I know what he would need to roll to get out of it.
Any DC is increased by 10 at level 2. So take that as you will. So to lockpick his own or break his own armor would be... How strong is his armor? What's the DC on his armor, Matt? Plus 10, and then it's 2 levels higher. So...
I'm going to say the DC for him to break out of his armor in its current state will be 30.
So it'd be 40, and then plus 2 levels on that.
Oh, sorry, I mean 30 with the plus 2 levels.
Oh, okay. Okay.
DCs really can't go above 30, really, generally.
Well, they can, but that's your decision.
Okay, so, well, this won't paralyze him, because that's not a hold.
Oh, no, I don't want to paralyze. I just wanted to give him, like, a negative to hit, or, like, AC, or, like, movement, or stuff like that. You know, disadvantage, or whatever, right?
Yep, I am just...
Well, disadvantage would, like, level him out. It's freaking reckless, so... I'm pretty much trying to, like, slow him down a little. Like, he's barraging Tycan a lot, and I'm just like, how about this little cog That's going to ruin all the other
Okay.
cogs.
Okay, so I know I figured out what's happening. So, as you release the spell, Archie,
Mhm.
the armor physically locks down. You notice that last rune that only you can see because of detect magic. It fades, unable to be activated.
Mhm.
So he can't do shield anymore in his armor,
Mhm.
and he seems to be unable to move as hard or as fast.
That's me.
Functionally, he has disadvantage on attack rolls, can only attack once instead of twice with his spear, and he cannot activate his shield.
Glorious. That's fine by me. I'm done.
Okay. Scarlet, you've heard the call.
Sure, why not? Can't get to him right now, though.
Well, it's fine, you're not in his aura. As you run towards him, though, Scarlet.
Dashing and banner up.
Okay.
Ooh. We like banners here.
What's the range on that?
It's
My
the
aura.
aura.
Damn
You're at full hit points. What do you want?
it! An extra 15 HP. That's what I want.
Too bad.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. I will add one thing for his armor lock for you, Archie, because this makes perfect sense. Half movement.
Nice.
That is a very useful spell. His arm is creaking and grinding as he can barely move. Tycan.
Tycan knows what he must do.
Mm.
I dump all points of lay on hands I have into myself.
Okay.
I'm literally on 1 HP.
Okay. As you heal up for how many hit points?
55. So I'm at 56. And since I'm hasted, I still get an attack, one attack, right?
Yeah, yeah, you do, yeah.
You should also interaction drink a potion.
I don't keep those on me.
You got given some. What do you mean?
You're right. You're right. I did get given some, so I do have potions on me.
Don't lie to me.
That is do be is what is do be, you know.
Is that your turn?
No, I'm gonna do an attack.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He cannot activate his shield anymore, so a 29 does hit.
All right. There we go.
Okay.
I'm gonna expend a charge for max damage.
Alrighty, good to know. So he takes that's 12, 17, 19 points of damage from the weapon, which goes straight in. The radiant is how many d8s is that?
It
so
should
it'll be
4d8.
4d8, so 4 times 8 is 32, plus the 11 from your radiant consumption.
Yes.
So 40, so 4 times 8 is 32, 33, 43 points of damage. That is 42. What did they say? He takes 21 points of radiant. As you finally get a hit on him, Tycan. You finally strike through. His armor creaking, he's barely able to move. He says, "This is the challenge I've wanted. The challenge I've needed. This is why I was made," he calls out to all of you.
And as given the idea, I will ingest a potion as the interaction.
Okay.
You
I
know,
just gotta
part
look.
of me thought you were gonna refuse because Tycan is allergic to potions.
That would be kind of funny. You can
Hey.
continue. I'm just trying to figure
Okay,
out what I
cool.
need to roll for this potion.
Okay, cool. I can help with that if you like. Charlie has done the supporting he needs to do. His right hand folds down into a force cannon.
Force cannon.
Unfortunately, both bolts are not able to hit on Arekus. They sort of go ping ping, but he's like behind the chest high wall next to you, Archie, firing.
Ooh.
But those gears on his body are turning. They are ready to absorb another hit should one come. It is Arekus' turn. Oh, sorry. Arekus takes damage from your radiant consumption, doesn't he, Tyken?
Yes.
Which was
5.
how much? 5. Cool. Arekus sees his enemies are surrounding him, and he is actually pretty injured, Tyken, from those big hits.
I did it.
Arekus says, "Ha! I see you can call upon your divine power to heal yourself, Tyken the Unbroken. Allow me to do the same."
No!
Oh my god.
I know it!
I was
He is
waiting
going-
for that.
He's going to reach down with his shield and tap himself on the side, and as he does, he also lays on hands for his maximum total amount.
Which is a shit ton.
It's a bit, but he's now got to fight all of you, so he's in.
You know, it's so funny.
Hmm.
On my next turn, I was going to chill touch him. One turn too late.
One turn too late, but now you can do damage.
What damage? I only have AoEs, and look what area everyone is.
Mm.
I mean, you can put it behind him.
At the end of his turn, he does do his radiant consumption still burning. So Tyken, you will take 8 points of radiant.
All right.
That will hit. And he's finally concentrated.
I'm good.
Thanrea, this monster is before you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, what's his immunities, resistances, or vulnerabilities?
Good question. He is resistant to fire. Sorry, I gotta look up his stat sheet because I'm a derp with how I organize my shit. Token of Ascent. That's wrong. That's the wrong one.
You know, remove the A from Arekus, and then flop
Just
it,
Arekus.
and then
Yep.
it's sucker.
Huh.
There we are. Thanrea. He is resistant to cold, fire, lightning, radiant, necrotic. And he is immune to poison.
This guy. Okay.
The cold, fire, lightning is because of the fiendish nature of his minotaur form.
Yeah.
The radiant and necrotic is absolutely from his whatever Asimar form he has. And the poison from fiend, obviously. I'll list them here so you have them. So. Those are his resistances. Immunity to poison. So, your turn. What do you do?
Go in. I will slash. 15 misses, definitely.
15 as you come in and hit, even with his lockdown armor, he's a tough boy.
Does 21 miss as well?
A 21 does miss as well, because he's wearing full plate, which is enchanted, plus a shield.
Great
you-
weapon master is so overpowered.
As you come in and hit him as
23?
hard as you can. A 23 is not enough. You are blessed.
Oh, some bitch. Yeah. Hold on. Okay. The 21 is a 25.
That's going to miss.
I sorry.
His armor class is 26. He has Shield of Faith, full plate, and a shield. He said he is the wall of Baphomet. So
Oh, by the way,
yes.
I know he's resistant, but
Oh, thank you. Yes. Oh, that's a nat 1.
7 damage.
Okay, his movement speed's already half before. His movement speed's now 10 feet.
Hey,
As you move up, Thanraya,
The
this
wall,
guy.
more like the crawl. Am I right, guys?
Yeah. Is that your turn, Thanraya? As you're swinging at him, but can't pierce this armor of faith and steel, or faith and brass.
Yeah, it's me done.
You're done. Archie,
That's me.
his shield of faith is up. Fighting a hasted Tygan. He's still not going down.
Yep. That is 100% true.
Hmm.
I am not getting into melee combat because that seems like a horrible decision.
Yep. Oh, sorry, Thanraya, he also takes lightning
All the
damage,
cool
right?
kids are doing it.
On the start of his turn.
Okay, cool. Please remind me of that, because I keep
Yeah.
forgetting. What will Archie
Oh
do?
yes, I've figured it out. I've stopped his shield, so I can hit him with the ultimate ability in the video game.
Hmm.
I need to find it.
Oh, it's Finger of Death on Scarlet, right?
stop.
Not quite,
Okay.
but it's on that power level. I hope you're ready, Matt.
I think I'm ready.
Magic
Hey, yo!
Missile.
Hey, yo! He is hit, Archie, for that is 23 points of damage.
23 points of force damage. Suck it.
As they pump into him, they sort of pummel him. The armor not dented because it is magical, but he is impacted and hurt by the spell. And what's interesting is
my rocket swarm goes.
They pew 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 pew. They sort of go around Tyken as he's getting back to his feet. Carving their way through the jewel radiant consumptions, leaving
magic
little
missile.
trails. Yeah, that's good damage. I like it.
Well, I don't want to use AoE because of shield, so I need to use direct damage. Magic missile it is.
Okay. With that, is that your turn? I think. Scarlet.
Yep.
It is. Are you going to face this opponent?
Yeah. Did he get to roll a concentration for Shield of Faith?
You did, and that's a natural 19.
Cool.
Love it.
Did Tyken or Thanraya take any damage?
Negatory.
Negatory. He used his Arakus used his action to lay on hands. Okay, you join in the blasting.
Like, if
Pew,
you
more
want to
pew-
hide behind your armor, I'm just gonna shoot these at you.
More pew pews. He's sort of being pummeled by them.
Don't
Your
worry,
turn.
I got 4 more of those, so
Is that
we
your
have
turn?
a way to go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move over next to Tyken and then end my turn.
Okay, as you stand next to Tykan. And with that, it is Tykan's turn. That's basically Thanraya.
Yeah.
Tykan.
Yeah.
Okay, the 18's gonna miss. I'm sorry. he did not reckless last turn because he used his thing, so it's normal. So a 35 Taikan is going to hit him, even if he had his shield up, that would have hit him.
Boop, boop.
So your those second 2 strikes do hit. Why'd you roll a 4th time? Okay. So, 13 points of physical, plus, if you're speaking, I can't hear you, by the way.
I was muted.
There we go.
Max charge.
Max charge, thank you. So I'll add that 13 back, and he takes, we should make a roll for your max charge damage. That'll
Yeah.
be useful. 12, 17, 19 points of physical. And that's again the same,
No, this is 3rd level. One more D8.
48, so it's a 5d8.
Mm-hmm.
40, and he gets the plus 11 as well. So
Mhm.
51, so he takes 25 radiant. Taikan, as you swing, that first strike hits, roll your second attack, roll your second damage, because you hit twice.
All right, let me
A,
just.
a 29 hits him because his shield is not up.
I don't know why I put the crit on that, but just ignore the 30 and the 3.
Okay, cool. And it's just the regular damage, no max charge?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. That's 39... 19 points. Ooh. Again, his armor locked down. He is now a bit easier for you to hit, and as you hit him twice, he is knocked back on one hoof. And he breathes heavily. You can see radiant blood coming out of his nose. He is considered bloodied.
Let's go. That's me.
Erica says, that's more like it. Okay. Charlie is going to continue with the pew-pews.
Pew pew.
Unfortunately, he cannot hit. But Charlie is going to hop over the wall. Charlie says to you as he hops over the wall, you may remain behind the wall, Archibald.
Yep.
It will
That's
stand
fine.
as long as I stand. And Charlie gets up to here, just outside of Taikan's aura. For good reason. Arekus. So, now Arekus has more enemies. He can do...
Oh, I forgot. I ended my turn.
He did. He takes...
I'm good.
And it's... I keep forgetting the damage.
5.
5. Thank you. Scarlet also takes 5. Oh, no, she doesn't take 5. Because you can choose who you hurt with that.
Mm-hmm.
Is Arekus' turn. He can only make one attack with his spear.
He
Arekus...
takes 5 lightning or 2.
He takes
two.
2. He takes 2 lightning. Arekus can only attack once with his spear. So he's going to attack once with his gore attack. And this is going to be on Taikan. And he's going to reckless, so he can attack normally. That is a 16 to hit. He can't hit you, Taikan. He hits, but he's sort of like your armor blocks him. He's going
Let's go.
He's going to thrust with his spear at Scarlet.
Requiescent passe.
I'm gonna roll 2 dice. I'm gonna roll 1. Scarlet. That is a 29 to hit.
Requiescent passe.
All reaction to. We'll try to block it first, so then we'll just.
Yep.
Never mind. I block it.
As this sorry, yeah.
May I use, because he's attacking someone else, may I also use my reaction to attack him?
Yes. So as the spear comes in, it's a heavy thrust. It's slowed a lot by his armor being locked, and you're able to use your sword and banner to parry the blow. Roll that bless.
Yeah.
That hits. As Scarlet blocks the blow and Thanray, you see the opportunity and strike.
17 damage in total, I believe.
That'll be right.
Oh no, 21 because he's cursed.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that'll be an extra 4 on top. Curse is necrotic, right?
It's just extra damage.
It's just
It doesn't
damage.
say what it is.
Oh, it'll be full damage, and that's fine. Cool. As he goes to hit Scarlet, and Scarlet manages to somehow block this spear, Arekus turns, and he's going to use a bonus action with his shield. His actual arm shield. And slams you, Thanraya.
Oh shit. He's gonna bonk me.
He's going to bonk you with his shield. Archie, again, there are 3 little runes, invisible to everyone else, but only visible to you because of Detect Magic, on his shield. And one of them flares as the shield hits Thanraya.
Is this a magical effect?
This is a magical effect on the shield.
Okay.
Again, it looks like you can see that these items are strong, but they have charges per day, and he just spent 1 out of 3. You can see. Thanraya, you take 12 points of force damage as this shield hits you, and it's just a wave of force that comes through.
Damn.
And as it hits you,
I get shunted.
you are knocked you are knocked 20 feet away and prone.
Oh, fuck.
Just boom. For Archie, it's very similar to a blasting, Ring of the Rams type ability. Very similar to that. Just boom, knocks you away because you hit him hard. That is Arekus's turn, and he did reckless. So here's the thing.
Ooh, boy. That's a big ass boy. Damn.
He is looking
I-
bloodied, and
I
there is
get
a
up.
smile on his face. Yes.
Getting up uses half my movement. Lucky
Yep.
for me, I have 20 movement left.
Yep.
I will. Yeah.
Don't forget your 10 hit points.
I crit! I crit! Yeah!
Yes, you crit. Excellent.
So that's
You get some more damage
Uh,
there. You get an extra 2d4
2d4 and 2d6.
and 2d6. So roll 2d4 plus 2d6. As you get up in your werewolf form and just sprint at him. For a total of 19 points of physical. Plus 7 plus that is that. Plus it's a total of 7 points of lightning damage.
Plus 4 bonus.
Plus 4, thank you.
That's my
sorry.
first. Yes.
I did forget.
Yes.
Before you do your next attack, at
Yeah.
the end of Arekus's turn, because that just happened.
Yeah.
Scarlet, you take 16 points of radiant damage. This is
Cool.
from his radiant consumption. Thanraya, you take 8 because you're resistant to radiant
I got shunted out.
on his turn.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. At the end of his turn, yeah, you are correct. Thank you. And Tykain, you take 8.
Get her.
Sorry. Sorry, I forgot about that. There's a whole bunch of things
Right.
going. Sorry, you hit him and you hit hard. You find a weak point in the armor and jam your claw in.
No! I take it. Even if I got a 22, I'd miss.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I'll be right back.
Okie dokie.
Uh,
That'll hit.
28?
That'll hit.
Okay, so that is 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. He's hit again. Out of healing. He's in a state.
Oh boy! God, you know, like that's the first time I've crit on a 19, and it feels so fucking good. It's been so long.
Yep.
That is
That is
My turn.
It's your turn. Archibald the Destroyer.
I ain't really destroying much other than his confidence in his armor, but you know.
That has really nerfed him, just so you know.
Good. He needed to be nerfed. I'm the DM now.
Yes. As you're thinking about what you're doing, Arekus is laughing. He is happy. He says, "Whether you die here or me, either way, my legend in history will be made."
But have you heard this bell though?
Ding dong, ding dong.
Gong.
Gong. That is
Oh,
a
25 is a good roll.
wisdom save. That is, he does roll a 25 on his wisdom save because he does a paladin.
I would like to make him roll again.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Gong.
Gong.
That's me.
It gongs through and it does not affect him.
Yep. Gong.
Scarlet.
Hmm.
Damn.
As you just point blank, magic missile him in the face. He is more injured.
I am humiliating him.
Yeah. The blast slam all of them into his face, and as it does, he is bleeding horribly, and it's all radiant blood, like glowing blood. He smiles as the dust settles, and he says, "I could not think of worthier opponents to fall against. Remember the name, Arekus the Conqueror." Your turn,
No.
Scarlet.
I don't remember if I used second wind or not. Have I yet?
You have not.
No.
Cool.
I think you said you're particularly saving that. So, Tycan.
I can say you are indeed a worthy adversary. I'm going to do the thing.
Okay. Arekus bows with respect to you as you say that before preparing to defend himself. He did reckless, so it's a 27. They all hit every single one.
All right. So,
Man, I'm dead.
do believe I do that. So here's the first one.
Okay, that is 15 plus 11. Cool. As you swing the first strike, he is injured badly. The second strike is the second strike Tycan hits him, and he should have fallen. But there is a flash of arcane energy as a death ward is popped. The third strike. How would you all, if Tycan wants to share it, want to kill Arekus the Conqueror? Arekus the Conqueror.
I would share.
Cool. How do you, as a group, want to put down this champion of Baphomet?
I'm going to decapitate him, so they go first.
I'm going to attack the back of his knees to make him kneel.
Okay. You find the weak points in the back of his knees and slash at them with your woven claws, and he drops to his knees. And there's a smile on his face as he drops to his knees. He is pleased with this death.
I will say you will be remembered. And I'll hold one of his horns.
Okay. He says, I will be a legend. Sol, are you there?
I'm here.
How would you like to help Tykan put him down? Thanraya's just cut at his knees and brought him down to his knees.
She's just going to spear his hand to the ground so he can't. Oh, his shield arm.
Okay.
He can't
The
defend
spear,
it, just in case.
the spear goes through his hand and pierces to the ground, and he's still smiling. Archie, is there anything you'd like to do? The flavor to put down Arekus the Conqueror. Thanks.
What was that? Sorry.
Is there anything you'd like to do to help put down Arekus the Conqueror?
No, I'm good.
Okay, you're happy you've done your thing. The armor lock you're just focusing on to make sure it's locking him down.
Yep. And I'm
Cool.
concentrating on making Tyken move faster.
Okay, so concentrating on all these things. Charlie is going to help. He charges a force bolt and 2 blasts to the chest of Arekus as he drops to his knees. And Tykan,
With a
Arekus.
swift strike, I will relieve his head from his shoulders.
cool. The last things he says is that same thing that he was repeating. This will make me a legend.
I will tell him, you are indeed worthy of one, before he dies.
Okay, as the sword comes.
I will lift his head up so
Yep.
he's not looking at the ground.
Okay. As the head is lifted up and the sword goes clean through. Spray of radiant blood, the radiant consumption fades. And the head, you are holding the head, Thanraya. And in your former, before, you were so heavy you wouldn't be able to lift it, but here you can lift it. You are holding the head aloft. Arekus's aura is shattered. He is down. The spear clatters to the ground in the other hand.
I will lift up his head and roar as loud as I can.
Make me an intimidation check with advantage. Okay.
Does Bless work on that?
No need.
Okay.
So, in this time, the Order have pushed down to like here-ish sort of idea. Sort of on both sides, they push down, and as Arekus is slain, the roar echoes across the walls of this maze into the open sky above, and the remaining Minotaurs and Gnolls see that, and they all turn and flee, and they all begin to run towards this entry point. The Order begins to give chase, moving up as fast as they can, cutting down more and more as they can. We are out of combat.
Boop boop.
After the roar, I'm like,
Archie, you
Oh.
see something straight away. The moment the enemies begin to flee and Arekus is killed, all those quasits that were hanging on the walls flap their wings and fly off.
Okay. Well,
The
they
or-
know everything that happened here now.
You hear cries of victory from the Order. We have victory! We have driven them back. And before anyone can even begin to celebrate, Bran, this dude, calls out. He calls out to several soldiers. All of you, prepare to defend that entryway. We will hold this portal room. And they begin to do their thing. The wounded are being looked after. What do you all do?
Is
Well,
it?
Firstly, I would
Go
like
for
to take the armor, the shield, and the spear.
So, these are Minotaur-sized gear.
Mm-hmm.
They are extremely heavy.
Oh, I got a bag holding.
Okay. The spear is actually heavier than your sword.
I'm sure.
As you take a look at it, it is made out of solid adamantine, and it's solid adamantine all the way through. And then the actual part where you hold it is lined with brass.
I think it's got some ideas.
So that is what it is there. It does have writing on it. It's in Abyssal.
Archie, read this.
Archie can read it.
As you read it, Archie, it is a named weapon, the Conqueror's Spear.
Fitting.
It is enchanted.
Yeah.
The next item is the shield. This would be considered to be a large... This was a smallish, like, buckler shield for him, but for anyone else, for a medium-sized person, this would be considered a large shield. It is enchanted. It is heavy. It has the symbol of Baphomet on its surface, but it's not engraved. It's simply painted on. It's part of the paint displaced from where Archie did disintegrate it. But it is enchanted as well. And finally, the armor. It's a set of plate mail built for a Minotaur, so clearly you can't wear it.
Yet TM.
I'm gonna just quickly. I'm gonna put his head in the bag of holding.
Okay. The head goes in the bag of holding. But yeah, you have the armor, you have his spear, and you have his shield. What do you all do?
We need to keep going, don't we?
Indeed.
The clerics who are here have finished patching up the wounded of the order. Through the course of this, 3 members of the order died during the battle. Their bodies carried back through the portal. You do hear one of the clerics saying, "We can revive them from the stock of diamonds we have. We must be quick." And they drag those 3 through. The rest are just wounded or are fine. It is at this point you notice that there are defensive fortifications set up within this area. Most of them are pointing in towards a portal. They were expecting an incursion. But there are others around that entryway to the maze at the bottom of the map there.
Yep.
That are pointing outward, as if they were defending against things from coming into the portal room.
Okay.
And Archie, with your detect magic glasses going all the time, you can see there are 4, invisible to everyone else, but visible to you, channels of magical energy running through the ground.
Okay.
All 4 of them snake their way through this room and then out into the maze through the floor.
4 of them.
4 of them. It looks like these are the power sources. In addition, there is also a general aura of magic around the entire area, Archie. With your detect magic glasses, you can detect it is something akin to abjuration magic. It's a general perpetual aura over the entire thing.
Over the entire thing.
Over the entire area you're in.
But there's 4 lines going towards the portal, right?
There are 4 lines going towards the portal. Archie is very clever, and you do know that this portal will need to be powered. From Tycan's knowledge, you know that it has 4 power sources. This is absolutely the channel of power, and you get a sense, Archie, you could probably follow these to the source.
But I have another question. Are these like wires, or are these like actual flow of magic?
Actual flow of magic.
Good to know, because I was just about to cut the wire.
Yeah, it's actual flow of magic. You sort of lift your glasses up, and you can't see them anymore. So it's invisible unless you can see magic.
Mm-hmm.
So there are those 4, and there's also the aberration aura over the entire thing. And the walls on either side of the chamber are about 100 feet high, but there is an open roof, and you can see a burning sky above you.
Okay.
You hear you see the order moving about, doing their thing. They are securing the perimeter. They're preparing defenses. You can see Bran is leading 10 individuals and preparing to move into the maze. Ariana is preparing 10 individuals to move into the maze, and Gordon, this guy, is preparing 10 individuals to stand guard at the portal room. It seems their plan is to have 10 people hold the portal room while the other 2 squads move off to help deal with this problem. Closing the portal down. About 10 minutes pass as healing is done and things. You can see the 2 squads are ready to move out. Ariana and Bran approach you guys. And say, as Bran steps up and says, "Well, we've taken the portal room, minimal casualties. What's our plan?"
According to my mother, the plan is I've got to find some sort of magical device in here, and then I'm going to stab it a lot and very hard.
Yes, you did mention that during the planning of things. And how many were there?
4, I believe.
Ariana then says, "Then I will take my squad to take out 1." Rand says, I'll take my squad to take out another."
Tycan looks and says, "And we can split the party real quick. 1 each."
Man,
Well-
you crazy.
Ariana says, "Well, we can keep in touch on our progress." As Ariana steps up, puts a hand on her head and focuses, and suddenly you can hear something touch your minds, all of you. That's Archie, Tycan, Scarlet, Thanraya, and also she spreads it to Bran and to Gordon. As you now have a telepathic bond going.
Let's go.
Neat.
Ariana says, "We can stay in touch throughout the maze."
So he looks and says, "Are we flipping a coin? Because I believe that if 2 of us go to one and the other 2 go to the other, we can get this done and relatively quickly."
Well, finding, as Bran says, well, finding them will be hard. I mean, I don't know how big this maze is.
It's endless. That's the point.
Well, no time like the present to get started, then, is there?
The clerics do approach you guys. Tycan, you receive 24 points of healing.
Yay!
Scarlet, you receive 21.
Boo.
Laughs and lycanthropy.
You wait till I get my promotion from Helm.
And then banner to everyone.
Banner to everyone. They all take
Yay.
it happily. Most of their temporary points were spent during the battle.
Yep.
For the ones from Gordon, so this ups them quite a bit. Archie, do you speak up about the lines?
Yeah, I'll get into that
Okay, yep.
because everyone else is talking.
Oh, yep, sorry.
There's 4 lines. There's lines. There's magical lines. Connecting to the portal.
Each squad is a mage, and the mages step up. How are you able to see them?
Use your detect magic and you'll see.
They say, "Oh, right," and they both cast detect magic, and they say, "Yes, there are 4.
Yeah,
They all lead through that way."
we should all follow one each.
Okay.
Indeed.
If you're all ready to move out,
So, how are we dividing this up?
well, currently all 4 lines go out the same doorway, so you need to follow until they
That's
Too late.
true.
go off.
See, second time.
Whose mic is Soul? Your mic?
What about it?
It's buzzing.
You have a fan on or something, or a heater?
Nope.
I hope he doesn't have a heater this time of year.
Yeah, that's what it
How
is.
about now?
I forget the whole American thing. No,
That sounds better now.
Yeah, we live in the northern hemisphere. It's hot up here right now.
freaking freezing.
I wish.
It's 10 degrees apparently outside.
Oh, lucky.
Just preparing these things. So I'll move these along as well. So you'll prepare your things. Is there anything you want to do in this chamber, or do you want to move on?
I don't think we have enough time for me to get a long rest, so I'm just gonna walk.
I'm gonna stay clear of people so they don't get zapped.
How long would that effect last?
It lasts until I'm incapacitated or remove it.
Okay, good to know.
But the problem is I only get to use it once per rest, so I'm basically keeping it going in case we run into any stuff.
Gotcha. Are you all happy to move forwards into the maze?
I sure am.
Okay. The burning sky above you, you move past the Order's makeshift defenses. You see them producing small bead type things and then tossing them, and as they hit the ground, they suddenly become a palisade wall. These are devices you've seen before, if you remember Verge.
Yep.
As Verge has been about.
They have.
Cool. Let me paste you here. Cool. So, you, with Ariana and Bran, and 20 of the Order's best, including a mage in each, begin to make your way through this not so much a doorway, but more of an opening into the maze itself. The 100-foot high walls on either side just sort of stopping, revealing the sky above. You see, as you enter this, as you leave the portal room, there are the bodies of creatures just littering the area, seemingly shot down, cut down by Arekus and his people. You see a few what look to be cultists, what look to be feral gnolls, other creatures you're not quite sure what they are, fiends of some sort. They were keeping this portal room clear from other entities in the maze. As you begin to follow these lines, and as you follow these lines, you get to an intersection where one of them goes to the left.
And the other one goes to the right, or
The other three continue forwards, and about 100 feet ahead, you can see another one goes to the right.
This is why we split.
And I'll point out, Archie, your manifested mind could totally fly above the wall and see what's up there.
Yes.
It's 100 feet high, but it's an opening that you could definitely look out if you wanted to.
Yep, Archie would send Mini Archie there.
Okay, and you can see through Mini Archie or can communicate with him.
Yep.
Cool. As you sort of stop at this intersection, Mini Archie flies up and gets to the top of it. Archie, you see this?
Love it.
A massive maze, and as you see the maze, Archie, you can hear the distant grinding. You can feel the ground shaking, and Archie, you watch as sections of wall move up and down. The maze is shifting. Not near you, although maybe within a mile or so, you can feel the ground shaking as one wall moves, but you can see this endless maze. You can see explosions, fire, spells being let off all over the maze. There is chaos. This is the abyss, after all. And that big tower in that picture, you know what that is, Archie.
Yeah.
That, you recognize, is the lair of Baphomet in the center of the maze.
Glorious.
In addition, you see a few other things, Archie. Where this first magical line converges and goes to the left,
Yep.
you can see in that direction, you can see what looks to be the maze has been overgrown by a forest in that direction.
Mhm.
To the right, where the second one converges, you can see what looks to be the maze has been overtaken by a mass of flesh which is bubbling and moving.
Oh,
Right.
Ahead, you can see ahead and a bit to the right, like further beyond that massive flesh, you can see what looks to be a ruined city, as if an entire city has been dropped onto the maze.
Yeah.
And to the far left, like ahead and to the left, in the distance, you see this. Another building, reaching into the sky, pulsing with magical energy, which, Archie, you know what that is. That is called the Tower of Science, and that is where Baphomet does his research. That is where the Garustro was originally created.
that is a cool looking place. God damn.
Cool.
You get a sense, Archie, that line going to the left most likely goes to the forest area,
Mm-hmm.
and the line going to the right goes to the fleshy area. And it looks like, based on your looking of it, the other two lines do head in the general direction of one, the city, and two, two, either Baphomet's Tower or the Tower of Science. You're not really sure; they're both in that direction.
Well, we have to go to the most dangerous one, so we're going to the lair of the Tower of Science, I guess.
Okay. In addition, Archie, you see some creatures in the sky.
Ah.
They are flying through the sky slowly. It's hard to get a gauge on the scale of these creatures because there's nothing around them to compare to. You estimate, Archie, these things are probably 100 feet long, maybe 200.
Glorious.
They are massive, and they are just they're just floating through the sky.
I get to actually see these in a campaign. I love these things.
Well, these are a bit homebrewy, but you know.
Oh, definitely. I can tell, but like, oh.
They are floating through the sky on their own things. Ariana says, so you said there is so what do you say is also to the left? A forest?
There's a forest, a flesh heap, and then the lair and a science.
Ariana says,
Pick your poison.
Bran speaks up and says, well, a forest, huh?
Yes.
Bran holds his sword and focuses, and the sword erupts into flame. I think I'm geared towards cutting down some trees. Let's go, man! As Bran leads his men with his fire sword to the left, and they depart, heading towards the forest.
There they go to scorch earth.
As they make their way that way, Bran wanders off.
And you?
Ariana says, I do not fear this place like you do, looking at you, Fenrir.
What?
Well, you just said that you don't want to go to the fleshy area.
Good.
We'll do that.
Thank you.
We'll get it done.
I
And
can
with
smell
that-
it from here.
And with that, Ariana moves with her squad, taking that right-hand turn, and they disappear to the flesh area.
Enjoy yourselves.
I'm surprised that now you have your new wolf form, you wouldn't want to take a nibble.
You see it. Hold on.
That's hilarious.
That is just.
Get wrecked.
You know the video where the dog goes. He just.
That's exactly the exact reaction I wanted. Humor keeps the fucking party lively. Anyway. Oh no. Anyway.
Okay. You, with the other two groups of the Order moving off, Ariana, upon leaving, says, testing, were you still in contact?
Yep.
No.
Excellent. Try to maintain regular communication just in case something does happen. And you
I'm
hear...
putting my left foot in front of my right foot. I am walking.
you hear Gordon speak through the telepathic communications all because he was holding the portal room. Gordon says, we do have contacts here, but no, nothing too major. Just a few crazed cultists we're holding.
Check in every 5 minutes.
Will do. You guys proceed forwards, yes?
Yes.
Alrighty. As you proceed forwards through the maze, you go past...
Ariana Grande. God damn, thank God.
As you proceed through the maze, moving through along, the maze is coated in blood and gore. Things have been battling here constantly. This is chaos. And Archie would know, this is more than just chaos. This is a testing ground for Baphomet, where his creations are let loose and watched. Baphomet is a scientist, and this is his laboratory.
I heard
Um,
lavatory for a second. This is where he shit.
Cool. As you proceed along, I'll get someone to roll me a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Someone roll me a D8, please, as you follow the maze path, following what Archie is following.
I hope a 1 is good.
Okay. So, you follow the maze along, Archie, for about a mile or so, and it will be virtually impossible to find your way here. It will take a long time to sort of figure out your bearings, but you following these magical lines, you can follow without issue. After following through about a half mile or so, a half mile to a mile, you hear some chanting up ahead.
What's up?
Sounds like humanoid chanting, although it is in Abyssal.
I said Mini Archie.
It's directly ahead. You can see there's sort of a opening in the side wall. Mini Archie floats along and sort of peers through. And I'm not sure if do you want to put Mini Archie through the wall?
Yep.
Mini Archie cannot enter the wall.
Oh, you go around the wall.
Okay, Mini Archie notices that there is some magical enchantment on the wall that means you can't just wander through them.
I go over the wall.
As you go, you can go around the wall or over it. Yep. So you go over the wall and peer over. You see, in a small alcove, a small dead end of the maze, you see what looks to be a flayed minotaur.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of like a blood eagle sort of idea.
Yep.
Rung
This
up.
is what I was expecting.
And you see what look to be 12 humanoids wearing robes made of flesh, chanting in some sort of a ritual in Abyssal, which you understand because you're Archie. It's a prayer to Baphomet.
I have the perfect thing for this. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna press a button.
Yep.
Cool. Okay.
Nuclear.
Oh my god.
Okay. Archie, these
Fire a
cultists,
force ball.
these cultists are chanting. Some of them, Archie, are misshapen. They looks like they were human, but they're showing signs of turning into minotaurs.
Yep.
They have horns, they have hooves. Some are bigger than others. As the fireball goes off, they all scream. The force ball goes off. Half of them are just obliterated. The minotaur that was flayed is gone.
Good.
The half that didn't die are badly wounded, and they all begin to shriek and howl and begin to look about and go into a frenzy and run out of that small corridor and see you. There are 6 of them, and they are about 80 feet away.
Kill them.
I shoot past everybody and just sprint at them. Like, on all
Okay.
fours.
Okay, there are 6 cultists running at you. And they're all badly wounded. This will be a very, very short combat for you guys.
Do you even want to roll initiative?
Yeah, probably not actually. How do you kill? They're all under 10 hit points each after the blast. As they all run at you guys in a frenzy, they have knives made of bone, and they're just running at you. They are completely crazy. As they run at you. Okay, Fenrir, you run at them,
Yeah.
and they are no challenge. Their blades are not magical. They are cultists. You cut these cultists down, Fenrir, in very, very short order. If the rest of you want to help, you can.
Do I? Here's
I will.
a very important thing because we're in the abyss.
Yes.
do I get my Spectre?
Here's a solid question.
Are
let's have
they
a look.
humanoid?
The first 3 you cut down are so far beyond human due to their mutations, they don't count. But you do get to one that looks to be newer, and you cut that one down, and you do get your Spectre.
See, the thing is, it says I cause its spirit to rise, but if its spirit is owned by something else, do I still get it?
Yes.
Okay. Sick.
As the first 3 are so far beyond human that you can't. They're not humanoid, but the 4th is. But you guys watch as Thanrea cuts down these cultists without much issue. Thanrea, you see what's left of their ritual room.
Just the crater in the middle.
Yeah. As it seems his cultists are dealt with, but the 2 lines still continue along the path before you in the floor. You proceed.
I guess we do.
Yo.
Okay. I'll get someone to roll me a d8 as you continue along further. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, you're gonna like this one. You move along for another little while. For Archie, the path does split. As you expected, one is going off to the right-ish, towards that city. The left is heading sort of in the direction between Baphomet's Tower and the Tower of Science. So you're not sure where the other device is, whether it's in Baphomet's Tower or the Tower of Science, but you're pretty certain it will be in one of them. So you have left towards the towers, right towards the city.
I assume towards the towers.
Towards the towers we go.
Okay, you begin to make your way towards the towers. Moving through, and as you're moving along, you come across small groups of gnolls, a pair of minotaurs at a time. They are easy for you to deal with, but it's not a just quiet walk. It's a constant trickling of enemies and creatures and cultists and other things.
Mm-hmm.
But you're sort of cutting them down, moving your way through, and this entire area is just the site of a constant battle. As you're moving along, you take this left-hand turn, following Archie's lead, and begin to wander through the maze towards that direction. When you all hear the sound of a tearing in the sky, like a ripping sound, and you all look up to see something appear from a purplish portal that has forced its way in, and it's high up. You can all see it. You see one of these burst in from just teleport in the sky.
Fuck.
Nah.
I love it, but nah, don't want it.
Followed by another tearing sound. As you see one of these, a Githyanki warship, teleport right in afterwards.
Oh my god.
Nah.
Followed by 3 more portals as 3 young red dragons being ridden by humanoids, you presume to be Githyanki, teleport in as well, and they begin an aerial battle above you.
Nah.
You see the Nautiloid. I presume Sep's been muted because I'm not hearing him proclaim in excitement.
Oh, I'm just looking. I know I have lotion and tissues on my desk somewhere. So here's the thing, right?
Yep.
I look over and I see the Nautiloid, and you'd ever be like, so happy there are no words, just, my mind's turning. All I can think is take me with you.
Yep. You watch as the Githyanki are definitely giving chase to this Nautiloid. The Nautiloid is burning. It is damaged. It's missing tentacles. It's fleeing, it seems. You watch as the red dragons are landing on the Nautiloid and burning the crap out of it. You watch as there is an explosion as the Nautiloid, part of it is ripped apart, and the Nautiloid begins a uncontrolled dive into the maze. The Githyanki begin to give chase. Before suddenly there is a flash, and one of those void scavers suddenly appears right next to the Githyanki warship, and in one bite crushes on the Githyanki warship and splits it in two. The Githyanki warship, what's left of it, crashes. You see the people, Githyanki, falling from it.
Well, at least we now have a size comparison. Damn.
You watch as a second void scaver teleports in and crushes and kills one of the Githyanki riding the red dragon instantly killing the dragon. The other two dragons attempt to fight back before they are also destroyed by these massive void scavers that are flying through the sky. You hear the heavy crash of the Githyanki warship, maybe a half mile from you, just hitting the ground. The Nautiloid has crashed a little bit further away.
Is it safe to assume that those flying fish are the anti-aerial, like anti-get over the maze monsters?
Yes. In particular, as the first void scaver got to the Githyanki warship, there was a pulse, and suddenly all the Githyanki's warship's magical engines went dark.
Damn. Those things are no fucking joke.
Just got EMP'd.
But the Githyanki warship sounds to have crashed about a half mile from your position, in the direction you're going.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Yay.
great.
That
Oh, we can help the
is not my
survivors.
problem. Githyanki aren't exactly the most amicable.
I don't think it's any survivors that we want to save.
Cool. Do you continue to move in that general direction, however?
Mm-hmm.
They crash sort of in your general direction. Cool. Moving in that direction.
I certainly will.
Charlie does speak up and say, I feel like helping them would be the good thing to do, but this is a place of chaos.
They
Quiet.
are
This is a
also
place of kill or be killed.
I see. I will fight my urge to protect them in that case, except for us.
The ones that you need to protect are the ones that are here, and the ones that we. There is going to be extremely rare cases that there is going to be anyone with a place that we will be able to trust.
Yes, I understand. Charlie's hand folds down to that force cannon. He's sort of keeping an eye out. Proceeding forwards, yes?
Yes.
Yep.
Cool. Proceeding forwards. Your path does take you somewhat near where the Githyanki ship crashed. And you hear the sound of... Does anyone speak Githyanki?
No.
I wish.
Looking at Archie, because he might.
Might look forward.
Does Archie speak Gith?
Gith, no.
Okay, cool. I was just asking because I know there's a lot of languages you have, so...
I have these.
What about do you know Yankee?
No. I only
Cool.
know Gork and Mork.
Ooh, doggy.
Cool. You move along, following the path towards the towers. With Archie's guide. You hear the sound of... It sounds like voices in a language you don't understand. You presume Githyanki. It sounds like some survived the crash, and it sounds like they're shouting. And you hear a voice, female, in common. Cut them down! Come on, Commander! And you hear a male voice call out, "No mercy! We need the supplies!"
I sigh really loudly.
I'm gonna go investigate.
Oh, same. Fucks.
It is off the path somewhat, like 2 or 3 turns off, but Archie knows everything for the last 30 days, so you can definitely find your way back to the path without issue, without even a roll.
If they're potentially some of the lost order people, then we're obligated to go check it.
You, as Tycan moves in that direction?
Yep.
Cool. So the group of you move in that direction,
Here's
going
a question.
around these 2 or 3 corners. Yes.
Can I sense or smell other lycanthropes?
Make perception check with advantage.
Perception. 19.
You smell 2.
I will say I smell other lichens. There's a high chance that they are potentially missing order soldiers. So we have to go see them. So let's double time this as I start sprinting.
Okay. The rest of you follow?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep, cool. As the rest of you follow in quick pursuit, there are 2 or 3 gnolls that are sort of milling about in your general area that was sort of like also sussing out this crash ship, and you cut them down. Before rounding a corner where you see the smoking wrecked ruin of a Githyanki warship. A pile of debris in an open courtyard area. You can see, as you get to them, the fighting has stopped. You can see there are 5 Githyanki warriors lying dead all over this courtyard. And there are 2 humanoids. These are the 2 that you smelled as lycanthropes. They look to be damaged. They look to be in their lycanthropic forms. And they are injured, but are rapidly healing thanks to their lycanthropic forms. They are wearing armor that is very clearly of the Order of the Blue Moon. However, it's been patched over with gnoll hides and harvested bits of scrap metal. They look to have been here for a long time. Are you quiet? Are you being stealthy as you enter this area, or are you being...
No, because up to this point, to me, there was fighting happening, so I'm...
Yep, as you enter, the last Githyanki is cut down. They both turn to face you. One looks to be male, and he looks to be missing his right arm, although it looks to be an old wound. The other one looks to be female, and she has all her limbs. As she turns and faces you, and puts her sword up immediately. Commander, she says, "Commander, we have company." And the man with the one arm turns to face you.
I huff.
They both sniff as well.
Scarlet rounds the corner, looks at them.
Yep.
She just taps her chest plate with the symbol.
I'd say stand down.
The woman says, "Do we trust?" The woman says, "Do we trust them, Commander?" The man with the one arm removes his helmet, and as he does, he sighs, and his form goes back to humanoid. He says, "I don't sense the madness in them. And I know that mark." He steps forward. The woman keeps her helmet on and is focused, not trusting you as yet. The man steps forward and says, I don't recognize your marks, looking at you, Tycan.
Do you mean my symbols?
They are not of any group I know of.
I am the champion of Helm, Tychon.
He says, I think I remember. You are not crazed by this maze.
My will is stronger than anything here.
He says, and he nods and looks at you, Scarlet, and says, and you are of the Order.
Scarlet Greylock.
But you fell.
Yeah, I
That's
did.
what the legend
And
say.
now I'm back. A big, long story.
I see.
We
Well-
should get printouts.
He says, I see. Well, he removes his helmet at that point. He says, I am Commander Edgar Lackman. He's got a great sword that he wields in one hand. Because he's missing the other one.
Another fire of night!
Oh yes,
Um,
this is just Matt being like, "Ha, you can't do this, Josh."
Yeah, you bastard!
Oh, he was rolling all his attacks to disadvantage all the time.
I don't give a fuck! I'll be a barbarian and reckless.
she
I am... Sorry, yep.
she says there's a bunch of the Order in here looking to get things settled.
We're closing the portal. How long
God.
have you been here?
Edgar says, as you ask that, Edgar says, see, Aneth? I told you they would come.
I put my hand to my temple or do whatever mind shit in order
Yep.
to connect with the others.
Yep.
And I will ask them, do they know an Edgar?
You hear Gordon's voice ring through and says, he was a great commander. He was the one that led the first wave through the portal 20 years ago.
Yeah,
Okay,
right
well,
here, and he's
alive.
armed.
yeah, he's still alive,
He's
and he's
alive.
missing an arm.
Archie's got them jokes.
He says, Gordon says, well, that's incredible. Well,
And what's your name, miss?
she steps forward and removes her helmet. My name is, I'm Aneth Whitfield.
Damn it! I also have this picture.
I was gonna say I have that picture.
I will say,
Um,
and we have a Aneth Whitefield here, or Whitfield.
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 Gordon says, I don't know that person. I only know the leader that went through. It was 20 years ago.
Fair
As you look at them, you can see Edgar's feet. His boots don't quite fit. You get a sense they're slowly turning into hooves. And as Aneth removes her helmet, you can see his little horns beginning to appear.
Are they Tychon? Are they cursed?
You guys should probably leave.
I'm gonna
as soon as you
do
guys
the
can.
divine sense.
As you divine sense, there is the faintest sense of fiend on them. They are being corrupted, but the fact that they are not full Minotaurs after 20 years in here is a miracle.
Do you
Minor
guys
corruption.
have any others not corrupted?
They look at each other and say, no, unfortunately not, says Edgar. When we came through the portal, we shattered their defenses, broke through, but they took out the squad defending us, and we could not call for help. We had these, and they hold up sending stones. He holds up a sending stone. But we heard nothing.
Are you aware how long you've been in here?
There's no days or nights, he says. He looks at the sky.
On the
We-
outside, 20 years.
I thought it was 12.
At least you're not too far off.
However, there does seem to be people that are happy that we have found you.
So the order still exists.
Yes.
Correct.
I knew they would return, says Ekka. We never abandoned our mission.
Is there any like off magic or anything around these ones?
As you look at them, it's just that tainted aura of fiendish corruption that's been slowly working its way in.
Now, as much as I'd love to ask you to recover by leaving this place, I won't let you abandon your mission, as you just said.
Edgar says, "Well, we never abandoned our mission. Upon entering the portal and trying to return, we couldn't get back through, and the sendings would not work.
Do you wish to
So-
return to rest, or would you like to finish the mission first?
While being relieved from duty would be a privilege, we spent our time here, our 20 years, you say, mapping the maze, watching, learning. We didn't have the manpower left, and over the course of time, many of our number were corrupted or lost. We are all that remain. But we found the devices. The first is in the forest. The second is in the Devourer. And he's sort of pointing in directions of roughly where the forest was, and the second one where the Wall of Flesh is. The third is in the city. And the fourth was, until some time ago, in Baphomet's lair. But I'm not sure how long ago it was. Time is difficult here. The fourth was moved to the tower and points in the direction of the Tower of Science. It was floated through the skies on the scavers and points up at one of the giant fish that are currently floating overhead.
Do you
It
have
was moved.
landmarks to know where to go to get to those places?
Edgar says, "We do. Aneth," and she's been silent at this point, just sort of stands up and reaches into her armor and pulls up what is very clearly Knoll skin that has been dried. They've been making do with whatever they can here. And she pulls up this Knoll skin and shows you, and it's a makeshift map of the maze.
Archie, you copy that?
She'll take a look at it.
There are particular sites where you can see that the path Archie was taking was going to take you directly through what is known as the Crucible, according to them. It's just marked on the map with a big red circle, Crucible. And they point out other particularly dangerous locations. Edgar says, the Crucible is a particularly large group of cultists. They've turned it into their home. I'd advise you to steer clear of that. And that's in the path to the Tower of Science.
So we need to go around it, is what you're saying?
I would advise you to go around it. We have tried to wipe them out. I mean, the only good cultist is a dead cultist.
Mm-hmm. She takes a look at the map. Is there any notable landmarks on the other two paths that the other two teams are going through? Like big ones? To note, if they get close, you should see this.
Yes. based on the notes, the forest path is not just a forest; it is a fungal forest. There is a particular section of the fungal forest which houses what they've marked as Zugdmoy. Which, Archie, upon reading that, you know what that is immediately.
What a fun guy.
All the abyssal layers are connected via portals. And Zugdmoy is the demon queen of fungus.
Fungus.
Particularly awful demon lord.
Ugh.
And it looks like Brand's party are heading in that direction.
Right.
I shall relay the information to their party.
Bran responds with, "Oh, that would make sense. We just lost a man from a carnivorous plant."
Yeah, that's not good. Please be careful of those.
Bran says, "Don't breathe the spores." He seems to be calling out, and also to you.
If we go into the forest, I'll remember that.
He says, "Sorry, I'm not used to this telepathic communication."
Don't worry, the information's good.
That's the main threat that Edgar has noted in that area. In the other area, there are hastily scribbled notes on the map for the fleshy area. They call it the Devourer. Simply don't touch the walls.
She calls that out to the other team.
As Ariana says, "Understood. There's a strange presence here." Oh shit! And it gets cut off.
Oh, lovely.
She'll be fine.
A few moments pass before you hear Ariana calling out over the telepathy. "The walls are moving. They have teeth. Run, run!"
Yeah, well, there you go. That's the answer I was looking for. And Gordon's team is going where?
Gordon's team is remaining at the portal room and holding it, making sure the enemy doesn't retake it.
Right, okay. So both teams have something warned about, but no particular landmark?
No particular landmark. It's just an endless maze, for the most part. There are particular areas, but they're sort of off the beaten track. The one is the Crucible, which is the cultist area. There are others that they've noted, but they're not in your general path. Most of it is just maze with creatures running about. There are only a few locations that have been set up. There is one area far off the map which is like a giants area. It seems, where giants are roaming it.
So you guys.
And of course.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Yep. So you go.
She just asked the other two. It's like the two in front of her. So you guys didn't mark anything if you guys got close to the things that we need to break, correct?
We couldn't get too close, says Edgar. We were able to get a good look at the one device that was carried across the sky to the Tower of Science. We did scout the Tower of Science. It is heavily fortified.
Did we have a short rest at all before?
You haven't
had nothing.
Yeah.
Also, I might need to head off early because I should be getting an inspection at some point anytime now. So when that happens, I'm gonna probably just call it.
Okay, that is fine. Edgar says you all seem exhausted. Would you like to come to our hideout to rest?
Yes.
Yes.
Very well. Very well. We'll gather what we can here. And Ekgar and Aneth go to the crashed Githyanki ship, and you see them gathering silvered gear, water, food. This is how they survived here.
She'll help them out.
As you
Out
help
of
them.
game for their sake, I hope if they find any enchanted silver swords, they leave them alone.
They don't take that. They do take silver, however.
That makes
Like,
sense.
Like, they are taking scrap gear where they can. As a few moments of gathering gear, they gather a few packs of things before leading you through sections of maze, avoiding areas and going through others before they come to what looks to be a cultist, what's left of a cultist ritual room. Ekgar says, "It's through here," and steps up to a pedestal which is coated in blood and pulls aside a bloody banner, revealing a hole in the wall. Ekgar says, "In here, it's safe." And he steps through. Anna steps through as well.
She follows.
As you step inside, you see a small alcove that has been carved out of a section of wall. You see a bunch of makeshift bedrolls. You see scrawlings on the walls. Names of the order people that were with them before. It's very crude. It's very, very crude, but it's a safe-ish space. Ekgar says, "This is where we've been staying. We have a few spots like this throughout the maze," and gestures at a few of them on the map.
And is there one on the other sides for the other teams?
They haven't gone anywhere near the fleshy section. Ekgar says, "There's nothing over that direction that is safe. Every inch of that area is inhabited by the Devourer.
And the other
The
side?
other the forest area, there are a handful, and he points at a few on the outskirts of it. The spores are dangerous to breathe in, so we couldn't stay there for very long. But on the outskirts, there are.
Yeah, she'll make a mention to that to the other team.
They take the advice.
I'm gonna ask some questions here
Yeah.
to both Archie and maybe Tyken if he knows.
Yep.
Are these two bound to this plane by anything?
I didn't think of anything like that personally, did I?
Sorry?
I didn't pick up anything like that personally, did I?
No. You do get a sense of the tainting just aura of the abyss of Baphomet's realm.
Mm-hmm.
And you get a sense that that is a thing, but nothing that binds you.
Okay.
So, repeat that.
Okay.
Nothing. Yep. There's nothing that binds. Yep. Cool. Sorry.
Now,
these are-
second question. This would
Yep.
probably be for Archie because he knows magic.
Yep.
If I banish both of these individuals, they will go back to the
to your plane.
to our plane, correct?
Archie? If Things isn't there, Archie confirms this.
Now, is there a way to determine where they would be banished to? Or is it anywhere on the physical plane?
Given their continued conviction to the Order, you can determine that probably somewhere in the vicinity of the Order.
Okay. I will discuss with them that once I have rested,
Yep.
I can banish both of them from this plane and send them back.
As
And they
as
should hopefully...
as you mentioned, that Ekgar says, if you're intending to break the devices to end this, I respectfully decline.
I mean, there's no reason why you can't go home,
I
get some
I-
stuff done, and then come back to the portal.
I 100% understand and respect your conviction and your choice, but you have been here for 20 years. You've done your due diligence and you've done your duty.
We do not want to burden you any more than we have to. We know the way back to the portal. It was just always guarded by that monster, Arekus.
Don't worry, we'll help them get out once we're done. They have...
But if you're here, says Edgar, if you're here, then I assume Arekus is gone.
I pull out his head out of the bag of colding.
In that case, we know the way back to the portal room. It just was always guarded by him.
Okay, the portal room is currently being looked after and guarded by Gordon.
Young Gordon.
He's
No,
not young anymore, I tell you
anymore.
what.
Commander Gordon now.
Commander.
Ah, young Gordon. I remember having to change his diapers.
Yeah, I would suggest probably not saying that stuff in front of him and his team.
He did sound pleased to hear that you were alive.
Well, it'll be good to see him once more. Well,
But if you're not going to accept the banishment, then I would request you to, when we leave for the devices, we request you to head to the portal.
understood. Is there anything we can offer in assistance? We don't want to leave this job half done.
This map is the greatest thing that you could have given us. This right here, I don't want to say was worth your sacrifices, but this single piece of information could save countless lives. So
That was our goal here. We knew our lives were forfeit upon stepping through that portal.
and we have Archie that can copy it.
I don't do anything. I'm just here. What are you talking about?
If you do go back to the portal, you can get yourself all fixed up with the, she gestures to the horns. And then you can help guard the portal if you wish.
And as you point at the horns, Aneth moves her hair over the horns. She's kind of self-conscious about it. She's been quiet as well.
My apologies.
She says, it's okay. It's been hard.
But there is people in the order who can probably help with that. If you wish to go get it dealt with sooner rather than later.
I'm not gonna lie. You know what? I'm gonna go back to my normal form for while we rest.
Edgar looks at you as you do that and says, "You can maintain the beast form."
Yeah.
Then you submitted it.
No, we're buds.
That is what I meant.
Yeah.
That is a rare.
I
is a rare
put my fist. I grab my fist. I grab my other fist. And I'm like, we're like this.
Edgar says, "Well, you have our respect, and you're not in the order.
No.
You're not a member of us." Gesturing at Scarlet and Aneth.
I have a complicated history. However, once our quest, our crusade rather, once our crusade is ended, I have been offered a place. but I'm not officially part of it. And I only got this form like 2 days ago.
I see. So, well, if the Order's accepting outsiders, and I mean, you've certainly proven yourself to be able to take that form so willingly. The waves of corruption do wash over this maze, and when they do, we take on our Wolven forms to fight and also to better resist the effects.
Yeah, I will admit this.
It is the will of the Lord of Beasts gesturing in the direction of the tower versus our beast.
Yeah, he is a toughie. What I was gonna say is, gesturing to her horns, I'll be like, that looks kind of badass. I think you should keep them, but that's just me.
He says, I might. To remember those who didn't make it this far.
And that right there is also proof of your 20-year sacrifice. I think you should be proud of it. I don't think you should be covering it up.
She simply nods. I didn't think anyone would come for us, actually.
We are not gonna sugarcoat it. We didn't come here for you. Meeting you here, pure chance. Everybody assumed you were all dead because it's been 20 years.
In my defense, had I known, I would have come specifically for you.
Edgar says, that reminds me. You're of the magic variety, yes? Gesturing at Archie.
Yep.
Do you know why these are not working?
Why
And he
what?
holds up a sending stone. We attempted to call.
Because we're in a different dimension.
We've tried every day.
Yes.
Archie, you know, sending can work across dimensions.
There's probably some sort of magic thing here that cuts off communication outside of the bounds of the void.
If you want to roll an Arcana check, Archie, on that perpetual abjuration effect that's over you.
Sure. Man of Tide, holy moly.
Hey,
I know,
maybe
I know everything.
Okay, Archie, there's a perpetual aura of abjuration magic over everything. But as you move about, even in this tight space between the wall where they've made their little safe haven, it's slightly stronger in the direction of the Tower of Science. And you ascertain, Archie, that there is a particular effect from the Tower of Science. In particular, an aura from something within the Tower of Science that is blocking interdimensional messaging going out.
Mm-hmm.
You believe something in the Tower of Science is blocking it, in particular.
Oh, it's coming from this Tower of Science.
It's coming from the Tower of Science.
Right. There's a magical aura coming from the Tower of Science. And that is probably what's cutting off communication.
Edgar says, I see. We did receive sendings from the Order on the material plane, but we could not reply. Perhaps it only goes one way.
Possibly.
I see. And you're intending to go to the Tower of Science, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Then be warned. Baphomet does not wander the maze often. When he does, we avoid him.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Baphomet usually spends time in his personal tower, but in the more recent time, years I suspect, he has been spending more time in the Tower of Science.
Yeah.
In particular, after they moved the device there.
Okay. Great. This troop just keeps on getting better and better.
We don't know why he's hanging out there. We don't know why they moved the device there.
I'm sure we'll soon find out when we get to talk to him face to face, because that is bound to happen.
I don't presume to expect you to fight Baphomet.
If it comes down to it, we might have to.
You deal with a Scarlet Greylock here. He smiles at you.
I'm just surprised that a god of the void is willing to work with the demons of hell.
That is what confused us as well.
That's what's confusing me, because this goes against the laws. I'm wondering why the hell they are doing this. Especially allowing them to trot around the mage and do whatever they want, pretty much. So...
Edgar says, Edgar says it sounds a bit like fiendish politics.
Yeah, and
Politics.
Which is not my forte. My forte was, well, swinging a sword.
well, the thing is, swinging a sword is what is bound to happen here, but the thing is, like, why is Baphomet willing to delve into fiendish politics?
Fortunately, I do not know the answer to that question.
That's something that I'll have to ask the big goat man himself.
It is kind of out of character.
It's just odd from all the books that I've read. Baphomet seems pretty to himself. For him to be working with the likes of Bell is quite odd.
Knowing Bell, he probably offered him something really fucking good.
Baphomet wouldn't give a shit about a pissant like Bell.
Maybe a stable supply of test subjects?
I don't think Baphomet would give a shit about that, to be honest.
But there has to be something.
I think the only one that Baphomet would possibly listen to in the Hells would be Asmodeus himself. And I still think that is a stretch.
What I know about it, Baphomet would have to get permission from Demogorgon.
Exactly. This is my point. Why? That's the big question. Why would someone as powerful as Baphomet be used for a scheme from Bell? And my conclusion would be one thing. Somehow Baphomet's getting used.
See, that's what I think, but I find it like, there's no way Bell's smarter. I find it hard to believe that he's had
I gotta go.
Okay, thank you for playing. We're about to wrap up, so that's fine.
Cool. Bye.
Thank you for playing. See you, bye.
I find it hard to believe that Bell's pulled one over on Baphomet. It's just unless Baphomet is so what's the word?
Confident?
Well, no, indifferent that he's just letting it happen. But to be honest with you, I don't want to meet him and ask. So,
Mr. Baphomet, sir, would you like to answer questions for the press?
would you like to answer our questionnaire?
Going back to the question about that Scarlet made, about is there anything noteworthy? Edgar does produce some notes that they made from scouting the city, which is where the other device is. Firstly, the outskirts of the city are inhabited by a creature. A creature that goes by the name of Oligaster. Oh, so Ologaster. A magic type creature that lurks and amasses minions by the means of mind control. The Order, like Edgar, lost a soldier to this creature. So, you are warned about that. And you're also warned about the creature that is guarding the device there. They were able to scout the device itself because it's sort of on a raised temple within the ruined city.
Is Oligaster the name of this creature or the name of the race, like Minotaur and stuff like that?
It's a creature that calls itself Oligaster.
Oh, so it's...
This is not the creature guarding... The creature guarding the device is different. This is the creature that's in the general vicinity around the device.
Yeah, but this thing's sentient to the point of being able to give itself a name.
Yes. It is sentient, it is capable of magic, and it seems attracted to magic, which is why it's found itself near the device.
Let's see.
They haven't seen it personally, but it uses the name Ologaster and it speaks telepathically. So you're warned about that. You're also warned about what creature is currently standing guard directly next to the device in the city. And they describe a Balor.
Oh.
Yes, yes, I want to fight a Balor.
Ah, shit.
I've always wanted to fight a Balor. Pit Fiend and Balor, both things.
Wait.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, wait, Balor's the one that spews fire when you hit it, right?
I think I have art for it. Yeah.
Yeah, and it explodes when it dies?
Yep.
Oh, I'm actually, I'm more happy about it now because I can finally use my fucking Investiture of Flame. I love it.
So one of them.
I'm happy because ever since I've watched Lord of the Rings, I've wanted to fight a Balor.
I fought a Balor in one of Luke's little one-shots.
I've used them as a DM. I even reenacted that scene from the Lord of the Rings just for fun. No one in my party got it, and I wanted to kick them all out of the campaign.
Saruman the Stinky! Oh!
Yeah, so Edgar does tell you that this demon, which you then call it a Balor, this Balor is guarding the device itself and is keeping Ologaster at arm's length. There is a disagreement there, it seems.
No, Ologaster is at least as on par with the Balor.
So it would seem.
That's good news, I think.
They aren't sure what guards the device within the forest because they haven't been able to get too close because of the spores. They aren't sure what's guarding within the fleshy area, the Devourer, because they can't get anywhere near the thing. And they can't get in the Tower of Science, but they know that in the Tower of Science, that's where the Garistros are coming out from.
Aristro the Garistro.
Because Baphomet is a scientist, Baphomet made the Garistro. He's the one who designed the thing, and that's where the Garistros are produced. Along with other entities that are also experiments. But, with that said, you guys are able to rest here without issue. They do keep watch. They inform you that Garistros and other Minotaurs do patrol the maze, but they know the layout of the maze as it is, and this is a hole in the wall made that is hidden. Is not part of the maze. So therefore they are outside of there being found. And that's why the other holes are also used.
I see.
They also tell you, do not climb on the top of the walls because the void scavers will find you and destroy you.
We have in fact seen this firsthand.
But yeah, is there anything you want to do while you rest, or just rest here?
Is it a long rest or a short rest?
You may have a short or long rest, up to you. But of course, time is ticking, and the Order are doing their mission.
I think short rest.
Short rest.
Because I don't think we can, quote unquote, waste 8 hours.
I'm back. What happened?
Okay.
I am completely tapped, so don't expect much from me against the Balor.
Why are we talking about a Balor?
Don't worry, you'll catch it next week's recap.
So you were told about in the city area. There is a Balor defending defending the device.
In the city.
In the city area, yes.
Okay.
There's also a psychic magical entity that is in the area around the portal area, like outside the Balor's reach. That is psychic and took the minds of one of the Order. But
I have a
question.
I have a question.
Hmm.
This is gonna be some fudgery.
Hmm.
Now, can I transfer one of my? Can I transfer magic power to Tyken? Because this is just my thought process here. His magic power is technically divine energy, but so is mine technically. Can I use one of my spell slots to give him like some first level spell slots or something?
You know what? Yes. It'd be first levels.
Just to give him something.
Be first levels. I'll allow it. That's cool. Because they're both divine in nature. Over the course of this short rest, you burn a spell slot in Tycan. You have your first level spell slots restored.
Yay! I need those.
You can flavor this how you wish.
I will. When we rest, I
Give me
will
one
sit
second.
behind. I'll sit behind Tyken, and I will just have my hands on his back and just try and channel the divine energy through.
Okay.
It might help that we're also both Asimars and we might have something there as well, but like.
As you channel this energy through Tycan, you feel divine energy. Not quite the same as yours, but similar. And you feel empowered a little bit.
Ooh, boy.
You all get a short rest. Scarlet, at some point, Aneth does approach you and say, "You're returned from the dead."
That is correct.
Does that mean you lead the Order again?
That is incorrect. As I have only
Ooh.
recently returned.
I know how I'll flavor this. Taika will think to himself and try to, like, just do a little contact, and he'll just say, "I need some help, Mom."
This
You are-
guy.
You are unable to connect because of Baphomet's thing.
Oh, damn.
And you'll just hear, you'll hear behind you and you'll whisper, "Mommy's here."
I mean, I've seen Thanray. I'll call her that if she wants.
Aneth says to you, Scarlet, "But you think you will be?"
Not of this particular one.
Well, when this is done, I pledge myself to your service.
I appreciate it.
He nods. And says, "Get some rest. We'll stand guard. Usually, there's no problems in these holes, but occasionally cultists do try to reclaim their little ritual sites. So we'll keep guard."
Understood.
You all get a short rest. You roll your hit dice or get whatever resources you get back. And in addition, guess what, everyone?
Oh my
Oh.
god.
You have defeated the Erecus. You are now level 12.
We have
Ooh.
cured our Erecus dysfunction.
Level 12. Level 12. Oh, a Scarlet sheet. And an open Tycoon sheet.
What about my
God
sheet?
damn.
I accidentally opened your character instead of mine.
Oh. Well, you can't do anything.
You know how
with
we-
it.
Yeah, I know, but I still clicked on it accidentally.
It's not your character.
But I know that's why it was an accident. I'm sorry.
But yeah, as you finish the short rest, and that's where I'll call it there. So you can level if you like now.
Oh my
I certainly
god.
will.
Oh my god.
ASI.
And I get I get an invocation. Fuck yeah.
And I need to fix Kalaya's sheet while I remember to do it. Kalaya's hit points are now 48.
You know what? I
Remember, you can swap invocations as well when you level.
I need them all. Do I
What you
get
do is you-
9?
Take the Eldritch Depth feat instead so you can get another invocation.
Wait, hold on. Did I want to do that or did I want to do that?
Wait, I think I can take that. But nah, I don't exactly what I need.
Do I take 9 HP for the chance of 12 HP?
I would take the flat 9 personally, but I don't like gambling with health.
I'm not gonna max out my dex right.
You're right.
Yet.
Hmm.
Like I know I can put it up to 18 and get 1 extra AC, but I'm gonna put it into con.
Also, Matt, I love what you did with the voice scabbers. You took them and you're like, okay, these are pretty cool, but what happens if I just force feed them steroids?
Yeah, they're basically, and actually like these void scabbers are essentially Baphomet has combined a void scabber with an astral dreadnought,
Ooh, that's spicy.
and was like, yeah, so like I don't want anything flying above the maze that isn't mine.
Bruh. Oh my god. Oh fuck, dude. At level 12 evocation, I'm getting life drinker. God damn. I get to do extra. When I hit a creature with a packed weapon, it takes extra necrotic damage equal to my charisma mod. So they take an extra 5 damage just from being hit. Ah, shit.
So good.
What did you do with your ASI?
I.
Yes, you.
No, okay. Who?
Tyke.
I just bumped. Congratulations, guys! I have a +4 modifier on my charisma, a +4 in my aura.
Hey.
Nice.
You're welcome.
I have a +4 in my constitution now.
We take those. Now I got to do math for health because I have a stupid
Now he
amount
can
of things
use
that I have
warding
to do.
maneuver one extra time. And also take better.
Hmm.
So my max health is now 136.
The fuck?
I love tough. Tough.
Oh, you got tough, that's right.
And I remind you, for Tycan, you were warned about what creatures are guarding creatures are guarding these devices.
Uh-huh.
Do you recall what one of them
I
was?
remember that. If I'm not mistaken, didn't it have 6 arms?
One of them was a Marilith.
Yeah.
One of them was a Sibriax.
Uh-huh.
One of them was a Balor, and one was Baphomet himself.
Oh. Huh. You know, I'm happy you reminded me of that. Is it too late to contact the people with the telepathic and be like, hey, this?
We'll do that the next session, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
So, I wanna up.
Oh, right here in my notes.
Yep.
I should check these more often. In full caps, tell everyone. There we go.
Yep. Okay, cool.
I can't
Uh,
figure out if I want to do Dex for the 16th level or Tough for the 16th level. Wait, hold on. I get one
That
earlier
sounds like
because I'm fighter.
tough decision.
I get one at 14th. Never mind.
That sounds like an easy decision then.
Yep.
As the girl from the little kid from the taco commercials. Why not both?
Porque no las dos?
But yeah, I have 129 HP now.
Do you know what? Like, I want Great Weapon Master, right? But also, considering the fight we just did where that dude had mad AC, it just seems not worth it.
Okay, quick question, Matt. Since my lay of hands pool went up to 60, does that mean I have 5 lay on hands now?
Yes.
Yay! I can keep people from dying for free without spending diamonds again.
What's Tyken's normal AC again? 21 still?
That's a good question. Yeah, 21.
Your HP is now 130 something?
136.
And Thanrea's AC is still 17, or is it more?
Mine's 18 because of the lycanthropy. But I'm figuring out if I want to grab
Something occurred to me. If Arek has called himself the Wall, we should refer to our group as Miley Cyrus because we came in like a wrecking ball.
Thanrea HP?
Currently 113.
Cool. I like how my character will not have a single stat that is a 20.
I'm gonna have 2.
Cool.
I'm gonna have charisma and strength.
Well,
I'm gonna have 3 18s.
That's still pretty spicy.
You know, strength, dex, and con.
I've always wanted to do a fighter that has equal strength and dex because I wanted to be able to switch between ranged and melee.
You can switch between ranged and melee with strength.
Well, you can if you're like yeeting axes, which trust me, I would like to make a yeet fighter at some point, but I wanted to try bows at some point as well, you know.
So my question for you for next session: Tower of Science or City?
I need to talk to the group next session because I'm going to try and convince them that we need to go to Baphomet instead of letting one of the other people go to Baphomet.
Which one's Baphomet?
Baphomet's
I think we have to figure
The
that one out.
Lord of
Baphomet is the lord of the abyss.
That's not the question.
Oh, Baphomet is likely going to be in the Tower of Science.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay. So I keep my mouth shut. I don't say anything. We continue there. And oh no, guys, who could have foreseen?
Oh, no.
What did you get for your ASI then, Rhea?
I haven't determined whether I'm getting an ASI or a feat.
Gotcha. And Archie isn't here, so I won't bother.
Because the problem that I'm having is figuring out a feat that gives me +1 dex and also something.
Yeah. So I get an ASI at 14. I get an ASI at 16. Then I have one at 19. And what I'm going to be getting, since I'm training since I'm training a feat, is I'm going to get tough dex con. So it'll be an 18 strength, it'll be an 18 dex, 20 con, and tough.
Ooh,
That's
nice.
I am technically the main tank.
Yep.
Tyken's just the barbarian who runs in head first.
He's the smiting
And
tank.
I'm not even a barbarian.
Doesn't that mean he's
point.
the main tank and you're the off tank?
No. He's just
Why?
the Dumbo.
That's the tank.
No, Dumbo.
I'm the overbuffed DPS that has too much health and needs to be nerfed.
I disagree.
I agree.
I'm set on release.
And because you're not going there, but the other squads are, I'll show you these arts that I have prepared in case you went there.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Here's
I
the
wanna
forest.
see.
Ooh, nasty.
Oh, dude.
Oh, that's
And
The
Devourer.
Let's see. Oh, God.
that's
Oh, that's so
fucking
cool.
scary.
inspiration for that one, do you know what it is?
What?
Terraria Wall of
Master.
Flesh.
Oh,
Oh, that's such a good art for it.
I'm confused.
I love that game.
Oh, Terraria.
You've never played Terraria?
No,
Yeah.
I don't like the game.
Oh, here, I'll get you a picture then of the normal wall of flesh of Terraria.
Honestly, I hope just the other two teams can handle that shit.
They have a high level leader among each of them. Among each of them. I mean, Bran is boss.
Yeah, but Bran
So,
already
like,
lost
the wolf-
someone to a carnivorous plant, so
Yeah, but you know, that's why they have. That's why they have many of them.
That's the normal wall of flesh. I personally think the Mark Matt used better, but that's just me, you know.
yeah, because that's you. That's disgusting.
What can I say? I like eyeballs.
I've noticed.
Eyeballs are cool. Like, they say eyeballs are the window to the soul, and look at that. That dude's a completely transparent, if that's the case. He has so many.
Oh my god.
And his soul says he big hungry.
I hate you. But hey, I get one more use of this. This one gets a little bit of a buff too.
Ooh. I'll give Charlie that. So that's 58, 68 on Charlie.
And the two new people get the 16 as well.
They get it too.
Alright, this is my worst save. It's a deck save. I passed basic things. Now.
am struggling.
Your
There
worst
we
save
go.
is like my second best save.
You need a hand, Josh?
Trying to,
Also got
I'm
this.
Trying to figure out what
Feet?
I want.
Oh, you should get heavy armor master.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Nice 3 nat 1s on your charisma saves.
What can I say? The game hates me.
Let-
No.
Wait. If you're looking for a feat, alright,
Strength
here's the
save.
best feat.
Con
Here's-
save. My charisma save.
This is the
Get the gunner
Feat.
feat from Tasha's.
where's
So you
Wait.
can ignore the basic loading property of firearms for all the guns we have.
yeah.
What guns?
It needs to have dex on it.
I mean, I'm just saying, didn't we plan on to roll up on the Baphomet and just like pull out our +1 M16s?
Yeah.
No.
Speaking of which, on the game I run on Friday, they could actually do that. They actually have +1 M16s. I use the firearms from the DMG, the modern firearms, because it's set in modernness.
I was looking at some of these that you could probably get as well, actually.
Dwarven Fortitude.
Oh, by the way, Matt,
Yo,
on the idea for the multi-reaction,
yes.
it could be something like you have one special reaction that isn't used for opportunity attacks. Like, it can't be used for opportunity attacks, however it can be used for something else, like warding maneuver and all that stuff.
You know what? I think
I
you-
already had plans for you, actually. I was looking
Understood.
at my notes, and I found it, and I have it right here.
can you take skill expert more than once?
I believe you can.
Because it doesn't say you can't, but
You
it
mean-
doesn't say
You mean skilled or skill expert?
skill expert. Because I already took skill expert, like previously.
Yes, you can, because they don't stack. So you can't get like Savage Attacker twice or Sentinel twice or whatever, but you can get Prodigy multiple times. You can get there's another one you can get multiple times. Trying to find it now. Resilient. So you can get like the resilient feat multiple times to get proficiency in multiple saving throws.
Yeah.
So you can you can get what was your one again?
Skill expert.
Skill expert. Yes, you can.
Okay.
One
'Cause-
ability score point and another proficiency, and you are expertise in a proficiency.
I'm just gonna write X2, so I have that. Because out of everything that can possibly give me anything, this is the only thing that gives me stuff that I can use, I guess. All
Yep.
the other things aren't
Yep.
very
Yeah. Yep.
good. So I'm going to increase my dex by 1,
Yep.
which will put my AC up to 19.
Ooh.
I am going to gain proficiency in I want to go. Survival. And. No. Yes.
Maybe.
But I can't. There's nothing else that I can take expertise in.
Because you're already expertise in perception.
Yeah.
Because
And,
we're
I have expertise in persuasion as well. So my dex is 18, so just that you know.
I can't wait to get Mage Slayer. It'll help so much.
You know what? I'm gonna grab expertise in history.
Ooh, that's a good one.
History.
I can flavor that one too.
Because if there's knowledge and stuff, like on things,
Cool.
I feel like it'd be good to know.
So for flavor, as Thenrea rests, you begin to remember more things. You begin to remember in your past life the years of study you spent researching monsters, locations, creatures, and how to kill them. And that's translated into history.
Yeah.
By no means as exhaustive as Archie's list, but it's more specialized.
Have it.
Well, thank you all for play. Hope you had
Thank
fun.
you for
Yes,
DM.
thank you for Run.
Yeah.
This was a good session. This was a lot of fun. My favorite part was the mind flares and the gift Yankees, but I'm sure that's no surprise to anyone.
Nope.
I tell you what though, I can't wait to train a fucking train the martial adept feat. Not martial adept. Wait. Now, fighting initiate, is it?
Fighting initiate, yeah.
Fighting initiate.
Yeah, that's the one.
I'm working on Mage Slayer because I'd like to use my reaction to disrupt enemy spells. So Archie doesn't have to counterspell every single goddamn time.
Yep. Something you can train with the Order, or you can train with Archie, you can train with Thenrea, you can train with Tygan.
She's probably going to be training it with anyone she can find, because right now she's in the middle of a maze.
Train with Charlie.
Sure. Oh, do you want me to do a roll as we rest?
Roll.
For Mage Slayer.
I imagine you're actually just resting as best you can without training to like be moving as soon as you can.
Yeah, fair.
Because like training is not resting.
Fair enough.
Are deep in Baphomet's territory.
Fuck, I really hope you don't. Like, I'm looking forward to the Belor fight.
Yeah, if you do it.
I have no idea what that. My brain says Aboleth, but like I'm like I don't fucking know what that thing could be.
Yeah, well the other thing is what Olagaster is.
Yeah. Damn.
Welcome to the chaos of the abyss. It's chaotic.
Alright, I'm gonna go make.
Alright, everyone, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you guys next week. Tomorrow, not sure. We might do something on stream, we might not. But Tuesday for sure, there's Lunacore. So, look forward to that. I believe it's going to be a social. And see you guys at least Tuesday by the earliest.